Great job. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I get the opportunity to perform at these types of events all over the world, and I'm very blessed to do something that I love. I can tell that you're passionate about what you do, and isn't that a wonderful feeling, to be passionate about something that you love? I also get to meet some of the greatest people in the world, the great leaders, those people that change the world. And this next man that I'm going to introduce is somebody who is changing the world. His name is Steve, and he founded this thing. And I was backstage talking with him and realized that we both were kindred spirits because of an attention deficit of sorts. That he said, let me tell you about the glutathione, squirrel. And I said, well, what about the glutathione, squirrel? And then we were hugging. And it's rare for a man that's so successful, that's done so many great things in the world, and as a family man at the same time, to come across as a friend. And that's how this next man is. If you've ever met him, if you've shaken his hand, if you've had the chance. And so please get on your feet for your founder, Steve Scott.
One time, my best friend in life, my wife, said, now, honey, you know they're just standing up to be nice to you. And that's true. You are the nicest group on the planet. No, she'll get mad at me for even saying that. But no, she lifts me up, encourages me, motivates me, and loves me beyond anything any man deserves. You'll have a chance to hear from her tomorrow afternoon, but she has my heart. I hope you'll all have a chance to say hi to her at one time or another. She's around when we're around and in the club and so on. But what we're about to do, and we only have a few minutes. Wow, that clock's going awful fast. I have not been up here for 5 minutes, so somebody cheated me. They gave me 15, and I was told we had 20. This is really important. Okay, so I've got to introduce my assistant because we've done something quietly, secretly that nobody knows about, but it's going to affect your business in a big way. So, Maddie, come on up. And please move the 13. Okay, you can have 13 on the clock, but I'm going to go 18. Here we go. And Maddie, and this is Deb and Ashley. Ashley and Deb. Deb and Ashley. Okay, let me tell you what happened. We came out with Visible Solutions, and because everybody was in a hurry when we introduced it, we came out with stock packaging, and everybody knows the situation. Then we came out with the new packaging, which is awesome. But the product itself is revolutionary because it's the one thing that lets a person actually see their skin improve on the very first use, first week, first month. And we've just seen phenomenal before and afters. And yet, it hasn't really become a mainstay of the business. It's something a lot of Max associates use, but I don't think they're really selling it. Now, we have a 73-year-old man here that's selling more than all of you. Okay? He demonstrates it on waitresses. He's one of my favorite people, and you'll meet him later, I think. But anyway, what we did, we wanted to just see if, with Visible Solutions, people who never did any selling, never did any networking, in fact, we're scared to death of both selling and networking, could a normal person that's not in networking actually succeed with our business model of Visible Solutions? So Maddie quietly recruited a handful of women, and we have 2 of them here today, and we did an experiment. It's been going for about 6 weeks now, but it's been pretty amazing. Now, what this means, what you'll see, this doesn't take your eye off of what our main calling is, and that's to help people's health and economics. But this is a way we can bring in people who have never networked. You see, if you just take women, there's 117 million women in America, and only 11 million have done network marketing. That leaves 106. These two women represent that 106 million that all of a sudden are making money in an industry they didn't even know existed or they were scared of. So I'm going to turn it over to Maddie. This has been her project, and we've all at the home office have been watching in amazement. So Maddie, it's yours.
Thank you, Steve. Hi, everybody. So, like Steve had mentioned, we decided we would put together a group of very inexperienced, non-networkers, non-sales women, no experience doing skincare, nothing. We wanted just the very basic. And so we have two of these ladies here with us today. We have Ashley Miller and Deb Arbogast, and they're both here from Salt Lake City. So, ladies, I'd like for you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, your first impression of network marketing, and the experience that you've had while being in this group.
My name's Ashley, and like Steve said, I'm not a network marketer. I've never been interested in it. It actually, most of the time, terrified me. I've had family members in Utah that do network marketing, and I've just never been interested. I've kind of just stayed away from it. It's not something I ever thought that I could do. And I ended up going to the meeting for the Visible Solutions, still with my guard up, just wanting to kind of just see what it was about. And, I went in there, and, Maddie and Steve both were just so passionate about the product, and we did demos on our hands, and you could see a difference on your hand definitely in just one application, and I thought, oh, there's got to be something here to this. And I actually got a chance to take the product home and try it on my face, and after a couple of weeks I fell in love with it. I could see the difference in my skin. It was smoother. I had more even tone. It was just really exciting, and I thought I was had my guard up, kind of scared, nervous about network marketing, but I got so excited just to share the product with my family and friends. It wasn't really about selling for me at that point. I was just like, I have to tell everyone that I know about this great product. And so, I've done things that I never thought I could do with network marketing. I don't like to do presentations. It's definitely something that wasn't easy for me, but I've been able to do it with Visible Solutions. It sells itself. It's really, I've been able to be successful in the last 6 weeks with Visible Solutions.
My name's Deb, and I'm a personal trainer, I'm a fitness model, and I'm a figure competitor, and I am now a Max associate.
Woo!
And when I first came into it, it was the same as with Ashley. We met with Steve and Madison, and they sampled the product on our hand, and I fell in love with the product right then. Being a figure competitor and a fitness model, I want my face to look as young as I feel my body does, and I could tell a big difference in the hydration of my skin and in just that 30 seconds that it was on my hand. And I fell in love with the product. Being from Utah, I was very hesitant about a multi-level marketing company and about sales, because the last time I sold anything was back in high school at just a little clothing store. And so that was something new to me. But we got involved in the program, and it's just been wonderful and great. And I can't think of not doing anything else.
Greg Norman.
I was kind of slow at the sales. We had some parties, and Ashley did great on having the escapes. And I had a hard time with that, but I stuck with it, and I stuck with the team, and I just kept pushing forward and sticking with it. And eventually we had an event, and I was able to get some sales, and I got to share a table with the Scotts last night at the wonderful athlete dinner. And
she qualified for Greg Norman in 4 weeks.
So
yeah,
I did well. So I'm excited and motivated to learn more about the other products, being a personal trainer and an athlete, and looking forward to moving forward.
Perfect. So as you can see, yeah.
Tell us how. How did you do it? Because you did.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay,
with this.
so I'm going to tell you
did.
exactly what we did. In the last 4 to 6 weeks, our main focuses, we really targeted on 3 different types of events. Our first event we called an escape. Now, an escape, if I can get this to work, there we go. we actually hosted in-home events where we had a hostess who invited friends, family, anyone she wanted to learn about the product. It wasn't a sales presentation. We didn't have a laser pointer and pictures. We didn't do that. It was come and enjoy yourself, learn about an advanced skincare line, and let us teach you how you can better yourself. It was relaxing, it was comfortable, and our first escape, we actually had tremendous results. 90% of the women who attended the event purchased product, full price product, $179 kits, and within 3 days after that, that one gal that didn't buy at the party called up Ashley and she bought. So we had a 100% success rate on that one event. So escapes for us were very personal, very intimate. It was a way we could really connect with people one-on-one. The second type of event we did a very large expo. It required 4 days of 12 to 14 hours, standing in a booth. You can see our booth up here, doing demonstrations, meeting people. There was over 50,000 people who attended this one expo. So we were able to meet a lot of women who were genuinely and sincerely interested in our skincare. We created over hundreds and hundreds of leads for these women to take home, to get in touch with. We had people who wanted us to come into their home and host these escapes. They sounded great. They wanted to have their friends over. It was fun. So you can see we had a fantastic time.
Over 200 leads from this one event.
Good
12 women
leads.
wanted parties.
Good,
or
solid
escapes.
leads of people who actually wanted to buy. So our last type of event we did, this one is really exciting. It's very different than anything we've done within the company. And it just goes to show you that one single conversation or one contact or one connection you make can turn into an amazing partnership. We were actually able to partner with the very well-known chain, Ann Taylor. They let us come into their store. We hosted mini events. We set up product. All of their shoppers, all of their clientele who came in that were used to buying, good skincare and quality products, we were there. We did demonstrations. We had our girls out in the mall bringing traffic in. And the great thing about that relationship is they worked with us. It wasn't just us working for them. When ladies would get to the counter to check out, they would ask them, hey, did you receive a demonstration? If they said no, they would say, well, turn around, go get a demonstration, go learn about the skincare, and if you do, we'll give you a discount off of your purchase today. So it was really neat for us. We had that exposure. We were in another environment that women especially are very familiar with, the mall, and the shopping, and the spending the money. So we had fantastic results, a lot of ladies who really liked the product, that wanted to learn more. And so you can see, really, there is endless possibilities in reaching out to people. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one all the time. It can be, with groups of women in their homes. It can be large events. It can be, just getting leads, just getting the contacts, because that's what's most important, is good, solid contacts. So the last thing I just wanted to talk to you guys about is within our group, we did everything as a team. There wasn't one thing we did alone. These ladies were never by themselves. We met weekly. We had emails, we had calls, we did training all together. Ashley had several escapes. Deb was there. The other girls were there. They demonstrated. They supported her and helped her sell at her individual event because she knew that she would then turn around and do the same for them. So everything we did was as a team. And like Joe Wojcicki always says, I've heard him say it to me a few times in the last week, what other industry do you get to pick and choose who you work with? It's fantastic that you get to decide who your partner's gonna be, and to have a good, solid team, that's the perfect foundation for any successful business. So we actually have one really exciting announcement. I came to Steve. I had a great idea. I said, Steve, this will help us in selling more visible solutions. It'll help us broaden our range of our target audience. So, Steve, I'm going to turn it over to you.
And before I make that announcement, let me just say once again, this doesn't mean you stop doing anything you're doing. This means, for example, in Australia, Marcus has recruited a woman who was in a skincare company, a world-renowned skincare company, doing parties, or was it Marcus or Mike? Mike? Downline did. And this lady was high up in another party-type plan. Well, he didn't know what to tell her. He's got the best skincare line in the world, but what do you do with it? And so he's connecting her with Maddie, and we are going to work out a model that anybody can follow. But this is for women that would otherwise might not come into our business. Or it's for the women that get involved in the nutrient, but they think they want to have a lot of fun, and it's one more way. Well, Maddie had an idea. She said, Steve, you know, Visible Solutions is the only thing that's not on loyalty program. So the loyalty program for skincare is a commitment to 4 shipments in a year, or 1 every 3 months, and the price is $129 per kit.
Woo!
And if you can't get people excited about that, then stay on the nutrition. So it's working. As time goes on, they've got some more ideas we're experimenting with. As we see those ideas work, we will get the word out to you on what we see works and what doesn't. But you can start having fun on day one just by, like I say, we have one man that carries the little samples around, and okay, stand up. Jim Phipps is a 73-year-old nuclear consultant. He travels all over the world and teaches engineers how to build and operate nuclear plants. He works for the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy, and he carries, show them what you carry. Oh, other pocket. Carries samples around and does the 1-minute wonder demonstration, and he gets people involved. We have so many tools that can get people involved for different reasons. We don't have to just be narrow-focused because we have things that work. Seeing is believing. When a person sees an immediate difference that something can make in their face or skin, now all of a sudden they say, what else do you have? You think that's good. Wait till you see what we do for the inside. It dwarfs what we can do for the outside. Maddie, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Always.
And we're just excited about what lies ahead. Thank you.